do it.
There goes Stevie the cabbie. Look at that nice sunrise. Lovely morning. Good morning, birdies. Good morning, eagles back at the lake. Good morning, everyone. Hope y'all are enjoying some coffee this morning. We got an Uber ride back to the trailhead, getting started early. Big Bear Lake was a nice place to zero. You know, it's funny. We try not to think of this as I'm going to be hiking for 5 months, but instead we think about it as I'm going to hike to the next trail town, period. So it's just a series of short hikes, several day hikes. And eventually it just adds up to the 5-month hike is what happens there. Can y'all believe I saw those eagles? I wasn't sure, I just zoomed in on my camera as the bird was flying by, but last night as I was reviewing my videos, I was zooming in even more and I said, oh my goodness, indeed that was an eagle. Of all the luck, the one day in the 10 minutes that I'm at that lake, I get so lucky as to spot one of them. That just made my week right there. So fun. All right, today is another hopefully 20-mile day, and let's get it underway, see how we do. Is that a Joshua tree? I have no idea. I feel like it is, but I need Google. I've never been to the national park. You know, I really can't believe our luck because the 4 days so far that it snowed or this time it rained, we were in town. One day we were getting into town and then the next day we zeroed. So somehow we're magically lining this up just perfectly, which I very much appreciate. I hiked through the rain on the AT every time. And I wanted the challenge. I wanted to know how to do it. But you know what it ultimately did? It turned me into a fair weather hiker. I don't like hiking in the rain anymore. Yeah, I can do it. Do I want to? Nope. That's why I'm hiking the PCT. What's all this wetness? I thought this was a dry trail. Such a lovely morning. Sun's feeling warm on my back. Birdies are singing. Beautiful trees. I love mornings. Have I mentioned that? Here's the first water source today. About 9 miles in. I just figured out why I didn't have cell service in town. I had my cellular data turned off. How I did that, I have no idea. Why I didn't figure that out earlier, also don't know. Also, here's the problem with doing laundry with other hikers. You don't want to monopolize the wash machine, so everybody puts their laundry together. But I lost an article of clothing. I am 1 pair of underpants short today. Oh no, no fresh underpants tomorrow. What am I gonna do? Hopefully Kate will catch up with me soon because she's toting them from town for me. Chicka-dee-dee-dee-dee. What a beautiful day after the rain we had, huh? Look at this. They got some ski ranges. was talking to the guy in the snowboard shop yesterday, and he said they make their own snow up here too, so he said it's a little icy. But look, the trail's putting us above Big Bear Lake. That's the solar observatory. So if I'm understanding correctly, that means the trail's actually heading in the direction of the eagle's nest vicinity. Ooh, I gotta keep my eyes open. Might get some more eagle action today. Come on, eagles. First of all, listen to the pretty birds. Love the birdies singing. And more importantly, maybe, we have done our first 12 by 12, woohoo! Which means 12 miles down by 12 p.m. noon, and it's only 11:30. We almost got 10 by 10, 10 miles by 10 a.m., but I missed it by 1 mile. Maybe tomorrow. This is pretty dang easy terrain. We're going a little bit faster. I just can't get over what a nice day it is. See what I mean? Good trail, huh? Eat some miles. I scared 2 deer away. I wonder if there's more. They're way down there. I think I missed them. Let's see if there's any other friends. Hey dear, I won't hurt you. I come in peace. You can see one. Yeah, there she is. You eating? You're scratching yourself. It's hard to tell. All right. Sorry I intruded. Enjoy your afternoon. Thank you. So this is the eagle's home area. Not too shabby of a place, huh? Real pretty. That was funny. We're crossing a lot of dirt roads today, and I heard a car coming up. I was at a road crossing, and so I stopped and waited because I was curious who was driving on these dirt roads, and it's these 2 guys in this cute little white Jeep, and they're just going for a joyride. But they asked me where I was heading, and I said, Canada. And they were shocked, and we talked it through, and then they gave me a high five. Canada or bust, baby. We'll get there eventually. 4.5 more months, maybe a little less. It's rolling right along, I feel like. Ask me later, though. I probably won't feel that way. Good birdie habitat. It's neat looking, just bare rock over there. Wonder if that was a slide or, I don't know. I don't think mining's in the area. Pretty here. Far Out said that Little Bear Springs Camp has an interesting composting privy, so let's see what they consider interesting. Oh, very nice. Privacy fence. Yeah, cool. Nice. This is Little Bear Springs Camp. We got a hammock and a tent over there. It's like 2:30-ish, so I'd be surprised if anybody's done for the day now. A little woodpecker. He stopped hunting for bugs because his friend flew over here. The elusive chipmunk. They do not hold still when you come close, so this is shocking. Little buddy. You're pretty cute. This is how far away he is. That's why he's standing still. So someone beat me here. Saskia, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's got the prime sunset spot right here. Look at that. So far, I was planning on maybe staying here. It would be my biggest day yet, almost 24 miles. But I think I'm gonna push on just a little bit more, 2.5 more miles. Cause, let's see, it's 5 right now. Still got 2.5 hours till sunset. So, yeah, I'll keep going, I guess. That campsite was so hard to pass up, but it's really early sunwise. And that had a sunset. The next campsite is by a creek, so that could be nice. People say those spots are nice too. But you want to know the real motivation, the real deciding factor for why I pushed on? The next resupply for me is Cajun Pass, and it's in, when I'm pushing on to this next campsite, just under 50 miles. So if I can do 2 25-mile days, I'll get there in the evening after my hiking day, and guess what's there? McDonald's. That's right, McDonald's. And I'd rather have that for dinner than for breakfast. So, McDonald's for motivation. Who knows what these are? It's the second time I've seen them. It's by water. Here's my foot for size comparison. And now, on day number 20, coming out of a 0 at Big Bear Lake, feeling strong, Tex has just hiked her first marathon on the Pacific Crest Trail. Woo! 26.2, baby. Campsite coming right up. Campsite. 4 people here already. Got a hole in my bathtub floor. Gotta perform some surgery.
6,
All right,
30.
it's all patched up.
Get there around 11.
Hopefully all better.
Spend an hour.
Dinner tonight.
I was seeing in like the episode we saw last night, like it. Yeah.
And the best part of the day is that Kate showed up with my spare set of underpants.
Yeah.
What's for dinner tonight?
I had shin ramen and I put slices of cheese in it, but it's really hard to heat your pot with the cheese in it.
Ah,
so
yeah.
I'm boiling the water to
Cool.
get
Yeah.
the cheese wet.
Yeah, I hear you. And I got this guy cowboy camping right next to me, and he promises he's not going to snore tonight.
I promise.
I don't think he snores. It's Spike who snores, and sometimes him.
Well, that's who I was zooming in on. We had even more people from town show up, so it's a pretty crowded campsite tonight. And tomorrow should be a pretty fun day. We're at mile 292 tonight, so you know what that means for tomorrow. And at some point, we're going to hit some hot springs also that people like to soak in. I haven't checked the mileage for that yet, but that should be happening tomorrow too. So a lot going on. Ran a marathon today. Well, hiked a marathon today. No big deal. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning.